Hey there, Morning Manna. Studying through the Word with you this week, kind of walking along with our Bible reading plan, and we're getting toward the end of Acts, and this section of Acts is dealing with Paul's journey to Rome. He's appealed to Caesar, and so he's going to testify before Caesar, and he's on his way, and they've taken off from Crete. But Paul warned them, hey guys, we don't need to go this way. It's gotten too dangerous. It's too late in the season. And so they're headed toward Italy, toward Rome, but they're in a storm and they're going to die. Everybody knows it. So Paul's had this vision. An angel showed up, says nobody's going to die, but everything else will be lost. But still, it looks horrible. So bad as you continue in Acts 27 through the latter part, the sailors are trying to escape from the ship and leave everybody else on board because they're like, we're gonna die. Everything looks dire. They're sure that this is not gonna work. Verse 33 of Acts 27 says this: just before dawn, Paul urged them all to eat. For the last 14 days, he said, you've been in constant suspense and have gone without food. Imagine how stressed everybody would be. They've been running in a storm. They don't think they're going to make it. And so they're so overwrought, they haven't even been taking care of themselves. You haven't eaten anything. Now I urge you to take some food. You need it to survive. Not one of you will lose a single hair from his head. And after he said this, he took some bread and gave thanks to God in front of all of them, broke it, and they began to eat. And they were encouraged and ate some food themselves. There's 276 people on board as part of the grain fleet that's headed to Rome. See, this is something that I think is really interesting because everything about this circumstance says they won't make it. And yet Paul says, listen guys, God has spoken to me. God has told me we're going to survive. So take some bread and eat. I was pondering this passage and I was thinking, you know what? Faith is when you take action before the circumstances change. Every one of us has been in one of those circumstances where we look at it and we say, I don't see a way forward here. I don't see how this is going to work out. I don't see how God's going to show up and provide. I don't see how this relationship can make it. I don't know if this thing is going to work out for me. And so we hope for, Lord, let me have faith. Help me know this is going to work out my way. Help me know we're going to show up. And a lot of times, what we're looking for is some sort of assurance. But the reality is faith is taking a step, taking an action, believing in God before we see that the situation around us has changed. It's responding to what our heart tells us, not what we see with our eyes. And we see that play out here. They take that bread, they eat, then they take the step of, okay, we're going to make it. And every single one survives. It's truly an amazing story. God bless you, man, church.